Okay, sorry. Welcome back. Uh, gonna look at where we left off, um, and it turns out that there was an unhandled error in the last version we ran with the provider. Um, that came up again when I started the app. So looked into that. It was actually a pretty quick fix, but I'll recreate the error and show you what we did. Um, And then because we have the consumer for our app state working, anytime you go back a screen now with the, like say you've used the menu, the bottom menu bar, and you've navigated other pages, well, the icon is updating appropriately, and we are updating the state. And because of that, when you go back, the app bar's back button functionality doesn't actually update the state to change the icon back to the one it was at the time that page was loaded. So um, originally I didn't have that problem because we were assigning the index to a local state value. Um, and I think we'll probably just do that again. Um, but we're going to combine the two, right? So we're going to have a local state of the index for the page we're on for the icon highlight, as well as the consumer, so that we can update it and it actually updates the state the way it's supposed to. Um, and we're just going to keep pulling from the state every time a new page is loaded. So fingers crossed that should do everything we want. It'll contain the local state on back so that the icon's correct, as well as updating the actual state, the global state, the app state on change, so that when a new one comes in, it can create its personal state correctly. All right, let's dive in. So here's the error that we were getting. Try to use a provider with a subtype of listener stream app state. So I think we saw something like this, or I tried to play with this earlier. Wasn't quite sure how to use it. So what it amounts to is my provider here needs to be a listenable provider. Now, let's see if we restart. Boom, it's working. Now I can show you the issue with the state, right? So I'm home, home's great, 0, right? Oh, look, it updated, we moved. Updates again, we move. Updates again, we move. Now if I go back though, every one of these has an icon on the folder. Now we updated the logout so that it does go back to 1. Let's see, so we'll go to the button bar or the bottom bar, whatever it was. Where's that at? It's in a widget, bottom bar, there we go. So before we were just reading these values, and I think we want to keep this with the consumer as state, and we'll just call this an index, right? So because we're going to actually just use an int index, and we will appstate.get it's page index, right? So we should be assigning this to an int. Now we don't want to key this off of this any longer, because now again we could probably pull it out of the consumer. The consumer will be used to do the state set app, but we can actually take this out, and we could just return the padding instead of, yeah, let's do it that way. Okay. So now we'll be using a combination of local and global state. Let's get this out of here. Now I'm assuming, even though without a consumer or anything, like if this is actually doing its job and updating, which it was working, then this should, I would assume, update on creation and store locally, or have an updated rather version on load. So let's go to arrow syntax because I like the way that looks, and we can come down here. We should be able to get rid of one of these. Okay. And goes like that. Yeah. Okay, let's see what we ended up with. Let's do a restart. I'm assuming that seems like it's more involved. But not. It's not doing what we want. It's only ever 0 because it's only ever. It's a newly initialized value. Is the problem? Yeah, that makes sense. I feel like we had this in a place where that state was maintaining before. So we're going to go back to this. Probably should have just left it. I feel like these changes are still valid. All right, only we're going to use this in here. And while we're going to have this we're still going to run off an index, so it is, yeah, okay. This is probably because this, yeah, because this is a new instance and the default is 0 every time. So this build we could use arrow syntax on, but before we get into it, let's just double check. Oh. So submit, no errors, updating, back. Fuck, really, really, really. How? I guess because it's rebuilding, it's not as local as I thought it was. Because it must be rebuilding this on the pop. I mean, they're changing, they're updating. Yeah, my original assumption was that I just need to change the back button functionality, but that means I still have to maintain it. No, I can't work that way. Yeah, I'm honestly at a loss. Like, I can't initialize. Right, if the state is building the stateless widget, it feels like the stateful widget needs to store it somehow. But that doesn't seem to be the way this is done. I feel like this value needs to be in here somewhere. I think this is where the provider comes in. Build context. So yeah, I think I would want a provider that isn't listening once it's provided the value, and just got to figure out provider of usage in Flutter. Provider is a wrapper around inherited widgets, which is explained in the previous. Okay. So my main menu app state. And this part I'm not so sure about, but app state. So I do need to provider of app state. That's what I would assume. Because it needs to be in here for the to get the context. Okay. Does it need build context? This example, they show that it's just context. Type app state, so dot page index. Right? I mean, let's see if the listening changes anything. Finally. So that changes that, changes that, changes that. Okay. So we need to turn the listening off of the provider. Didn't actually, well, I guess the consumer is still convenient because we need to use the set of the state. This can, again, come out of there. We can set these all in the widget build under the context. And there's no I mean, there is no local state, but there's kind of a local state in the build, but we have to use the context, so we had to include it in here. I knew what we wanted, just wasn't quite sure how to get there. That's interesting. A reload, because that was the last one I clicked, and they were all going back, and we just happened to be on the home screen when it reloaded. So if we go start here, yeah, we're always going to have the right one. One, two, three. Now I just have to remember to update it should we swap from anything else. Oh yeah, there's no back on home. I always forget that. Okay, so 2, 1, fine. I would like a back option next to that, but there's some defaults I'm not messing with, so that's okay. I'm glad I figured this out. This has been bothering me, not understanding how to change this. Right, we're just using that. That's the only other part of our state that we're using. Yeah, just those updates. Okay, let's at least push this change. Oh yeah, I forgot I got my headphones on. I will turn on some desktop audio. Whew. Yeah, it's alright, 10:30. Up till I was up a bit later than when I started last night, and feels like we're heading that way tonight. Whoop, that's not right. Don't detect me. Forget that it's on my speakers. Let's see. That's better. Let's make sure we didn't break the audio on Twitch. We have to restart the stream. Man, I need some energy. I'm so worn out. Okay. All right, all right. Because you don't even know. Okay. Pushing, yeah. So cd mount c dev Holberton git status. I forgot to include a note about the listener provider instead, but you know, that should be okay. Status. Yeah, it's up to date. Yeah, I should probably be in bed. We're gonna get this done though. We're gonna get this done. Even if I'm up to like the butt crack of dawn. Yeah, I feel like it looks better. You're not getting now when we were doing the state update previously. The icon would change color as soon as you click it, and then this little flash of the window loading would happen, and the icon would be the correct one as well. Because we're using the local state that's no longer listening. I say local state. It's not the local state. We're using a variable to store this the state value without listening to it. It doesn't update when we do the change, so the color doesn't change until the load happens. So this is definitely more like what I wanted originally. Okay, where are we at now? Now we get to the new stuff. You know, you gotta fix what you broke before you can move on. Sometimes. What? Okay, I guess not. Taking this one step at a time. I got your back, you got mine. Oh, one foot in front of the other. I got a little bit of water left. All right, here we go. We're gonna be doing a screen. We're actually gonna implement the search screen because we had updated the widget that we were going to use, the search widget. Okay, so these need to be final for this to like it. And this is a const. The wilderness across my heart, hope to die, taking this one step at a time. I got your back, you got my oar, one foot in front of the other. Hey! Okay, so we need just basically a scrollable list of these icons. Oh, of these I say icons of these list tiles that we've created here. Let's see. Is there anything else? I felt like I could have. Returning here is an arrow function would be. Yeah, that was the one thing I wanted to change to. So we're going to go all the way down to padding. Get rid of that. I'm pretty sure this is it. Now we no longer need that. Yeah. So let's try the reload. Oh, we're on over here. Actually, okay, Shift R. Restarting. Assume. Yeah, there we go. Dun, 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 dun. One, two, three. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, yeah. It's beautiful. Okay. Okay. All right, get rid of that. No longer need that. I'm just doing this. Focusing here. We're going to focus over here with this. That is the widget. Bring it over here too. Nope, that was going to happen. Of course it did. A horse is a course of horse, unless you talk to an evil horse. Who knows? Okay, so yeah, we added these. We need the search screen. That's where we're at. Let's make sure that this was added in the all. Need a search widget. Okay. So, yeah, and we need a body. That bar, we need a body. Now, actually, their example, I'm not in love with. So let's just we're gonna leave the back button. I like the ability to go back on a screen. I don't think you should take that away. So a title can be a center, and I want it to be a wrap. The child of children, excuse me. I think this is some baby metal my wife listens to. It's okay, I'm getting used to it. Wrap. No, that's not right. What? This is when, yeah, when I get tired, things are hard to see. Const. Oh, is that really the only problem? And then it wants this to have const. No? Why? What's going on here? This parameters constraint SK. What is going on here? Does this need to be const? Yeah, widget. Now I'm gonna add something and it's all gonna go to shit. So, so the goal is, okay, so here, yeah, whatever. I'll just show you a little, let's start doing this. I'm really leery about like showing all the curriculum for this project, but I can show you like what the requirements are. You have to use list builder. Okay, that's probably for the search results. You have to use we'll find out what list builder is, but I'm guessing it's something that's going to grab values and then you iterate through. You can use any dummy data you want for and now until we develop the back end. That's annoying. So I have to make my own data. They don't provide it. I mean, basically I'm not going to make any data. But this is going to be our back button. We're going to move this into the title, which will shorten our search bar, but that'll be fine. And I have no indication of what this settings button is for. Maybe we'll find some answers in Flutter List Builder. But I'm assuming that's going to hit, you know, an endpoint. Whoop. You have to use List Builder, Flutter. Doesn't seem like it's an actual class. But there is a builder. Okay. Iterable. Yeah. From an iterable. Is there like a callback? Where's the... We'll figure it out. We'll figure it out. But yeah, I'm gonna just change that. I don't know what this is supposed to be at all yet. So okay. Oh, right. We need the icon, right? So I forget where. Hey, there we go. Look at that. This is pretty much exactly what we want. Oh wait, no, that's the one we want is in the sidebar. That is what we want, and it's not at the same time. We're gonna just grab one that has it, an image on it. Typically, we'd want to store this in the state and use the consumer and all that to feed this icon throughout. But I'm not going to do that. I mean, I just had the idea that you would want to probably set a standard. Well, yeah, anytime you change. Nah, it's whatever. I was thinking about the app themes, the theme information. So like you could set the circular avatar as the default in the state and then call it without, I don't know. Anyway, I'm just thinking big picture sometimes, and then it gets all confusing, and maybe it's not big picture, maybe it's just bad pattern. I don't know. It seems like if you were doing it over and over, you'd want it somewhere else standardized. Right, children. So our text, we're gonna put this before. I guess we don't need const in the const deal, it's implied. So let's go look at our search here. I wish title, maybe title is not the one I want. Let's see, app bar. Vert size widget, double. Leading is on the left. In this case, our leading, I'm pretty sure, is our arrows. So if I were to say leading, let's just see what that does. Yeah, right. It is that. It's our leading. So I don't want to touch that. Okay, now the search is not going to be just text. The search is going to be our widget. It's going to be our entry field. So entry field, and I'm not sure if I remember how to call this correctly. You know what? Okay, hang on. Before we look at it, let's just try and use the built-in stuff, right? Controller should have a default, I believe. Are we supposed to set up a controller? This doesn't say anything about setting up a controller. You have to use user search results widget. Yep. You have to use a list builder. Yep. Use dummy data. So before we were feeding a controller, but I should have a default built-in. No, it's required. Of course. Okay, so we were doing this, so we're gonna have to destroy and build. That's fine. That's fine. Now we did that on the sign up screen pretty extensively. Okay, let's grab this. We want it to be a search controller. Init state. Why is this? That gets annoying. Oh. Wow, yeah, like, oh, because I highlighted. Nah, yeah. Okay, I gotta learn how to copy whole lines. Like, there's gotta be a shortcut in VS Code I just haven't messed with yet. So there's our search controller, initializing, disposing. We're gonna call the entry field with the controller of search controller. Is it late? Yeah, okay, it's late. Controller. The hint is search. Wait, why? Why is that? That's exactly how I did it before. This is, it's probably gonna be some const or other BS. Search controller. Invalid constant value. Because it's, yeah, I bet if I get rid of this now, this is what I was getting at. And then, oh man, that stuff gets really frustrating. Wish it would, I'm gonna have to look at turning that off at some point, and then maybe run a linter per se, or just some way to check it Just seeing that everywhere all the time. Super frustrating. So I don't think I need any of this styling because it's not like a title. Let's just see what happens. Has not been initialized. Right, so if we have a sign-up screen, then it's a stateful widget that is pretty much the same. You know, we're just using a text editing controller. We're assigning it to them on a init, and we're calling super, and then we're disposing, and then our build is a scaffold. It's like almost identical. This is, but it's used in the body. Is that the difference? Field search has not been initialized. Late initializing error field. I mean, Control R. Restart maybe. Okay. Yeah, I'm not sure what that was about. Something to do with the restart versus the reload. I guess the restart would have initialized it, and the reload, yeah, okay, that's fine as long as we didn't break anything. We got that right. Now the wrap. Let's change the direction maybe. Alignment. Is it alignment? No, it's like, what is it? I forget. Direction. It's just direction. Horizontal. Axis dot horizontal. I'm just curious what this looks like. So is it just container? So here's what I got, right? Like the wrap is gonna wrap, and this element's too big, so it's pushing it down. Like it's doing what it's supposed to do. Is there a non-wrap version? Do I just need a list tile? I don't want to change. I don't want to change the alignment of things. I just need like to put in a couple of children. Can I say row? Like there's a column. Row has children, apparently. Don't have to worry about the direction. Vertical direction. Let's just see what that looks like. What the fuck? Wow, okay. Yeah, horizontal array of children. Arguments must not be known. Vertical direction. Cross axis. Okay, so wait, I don't see anything that says required here. Here's the main axis line and vertical arguments must not be null. If cross axis, then text baseline must not be null. It defaults to the ambient direction. Text direction is going to be necessary to determine. Okay, so main axis side, main axis size 60. Main exit main max. What? Can't I just set like a hard value? Like where like this is the part that gets really annoying. Main axis, I can't be assigned the printer main axis size. Yeah, well, that's pulling the values. Expanded. Okay. Guess I should have been using these in this case. Oh, okay. Child. Just because it's not a const. Please work. Just please work. Fuck. Max size. Where did I leave it? Here we go. Need to make this a little smaller. Don't break. Okay. Well, I forget that happens with this. Okay. This is pretty. What can I set here? We need a last one for that icon, which is, I guess, just a gear. Icons dot gear. No, icon class. Oh my god, get out of here. Child. No, is it just icons dot gear? Settings. I guess I should match the color here. What am I thinking? That's foreground color, because that's interesting. Oh god, I should just go to bed. What was the thing in the bottom bar? God bless America. God bless America. All right. Should be color. And the color is up here. Just gray. Okay, so color dot gray. Colors gray. Looks a little better. Probably should do highlight or hover. Yeah, I'm realizing I didn't I didn't do any of them with any kind of hover functionality. There's only so much baby metal I can listen to in one day. Icon, hover, change color, and flutter. If I were to place the icon button. Okay, so this is an icon button. Child. So let's give this a whirl. Icon button. Icon. Right. Unpressed. What? What? It's always some BS. Whoa, whoa, whoa now, whoa now. Have I done this at all yet? Doesn't look like I've done this yet with any icon anywhere. Is there some foreground color I can... What all can be a function on pressed? Okay, let's try... No, that's still the button. Yeah, this seems like something basic. What makes a container react to being entered by a mouse? This is a stateful widget that the main application. Like what? Wow, really? Wait, am I looking at? Oh, thanks, person. Ah, icon button. Yeah, I don't want a button. That seems that. Why would I want to do it like that? One, the button's massive. Two, I just want the. That this seems like a no-brainer. Like this is changing based on state. So is there like a gesture detector? There's got to be like a hover mouse mouse hover gesture in Flutter. Right? So if I just did that with an icon, mouse region, I mean, we're gonna try it, right? Let's go look at what it does. Child icon button. No, we really don't want any of that. That just is not what we want. This whole const thing. Yeah, whatever. Okay, child. So we're gonna take this down. We're gonna wrap it in a quote. Mouse region. Let's see what options we have here. On enter. I would like to be able to change the child based on the hover. Search icon. Make it a state value. Change the state value based on. Okay, well, let's just see. Let's just see. It seems way more complicated than how I think it should be. Child search icon. Okay, now we're gonna make the search icon an icon up here. Okay, what do we key it off of? And now I'm seeing another problem. I need to know when it's... Okay, so I think I can. I think I know when it enters and when it exits. So when it enters, it's going to change, and when it exits, it changes. Search icon equals our icon, right? Let's go grab it. We're going to default here. Call it an icon. Const. Okay. I guess it doesn't need that. It needs this. So, child is my search icon. Now, why isn't it like that? Invalid const value. Okay. All right. So what method we have? It's not just on hover. We want like on enter, on exit, on enter. A function, right? That's going to set search icon equal to. Technically, I don't need to return anything. I would assume. Enter is going to be a void function. Yeah, so give me the type void function. Void function pointer enter event. Do I need there we go. Okay, so that's the pointer enter event. Don't know if I care what that is exactly yet because we're just reassigning the icon. Let's try this. God, get back over here. We're going to change the color to our blue. This feels so much more complicated than it really has to be, but I don't know anything about it. Material color, is it... Are you giving me shit for this? Yeah, suck a donk. I hate this const value thing showing up all the time. Okay, so... What makes the one to shake you down? Each touch belongs to each new sound. Okay, this seems overly complicated, but right? At least it'll match thematically. What I mess up? Expanded. You want a const here again? Just make up your dang mind. Please work. God bless America. How do I know where this region is? Let's okay, so let's do print entered. Exit. Why? I know it's firing off. This works in my mind. Right, we've set more or less a global value. It's a const. Oh my god. No, we don't. Well, we don't. This is not const. Var? Is that a thing I can say? Const. Variables can be declared as both var and a type name. Okay, so yeah, I don't. Maybe I can just say var? Maybe is that my problem? Fuck. It's not re-rendering this force a re-render force re-render of element in Flutter. To rebuild redraw widgets. I don't know about all widgets. I would like for it to redraw this widget. To have a set state method. Every time this method is called, the widget is redrawn. So, icon is a widget. It's just an icon. It doesn't say anything about being a widget. Search icon dot set state. Oh, God bless America. So I feel like I this dot search icon equals so if we give it to that, This seems like a bad pattern, right? Like I'm forcing the entire page maybe to update based on one thing changing, but I should just be forcing like this to update. And my problem is that this isn't technically a widget. So maybe if it was an image button, it would be updating. It's just so like, I mean, we can just try this right now. So we've got the, we've now added the button. We've set a default. I don't need this here. I think I can say this dot. So yeah, I was afraid this isn't how that works. I feel like it just be in here like I had it. Oh yeah, I guess I need to. But this state updating is not fucking changing the parent. We can see if we can force. I mean, if I could just call the method to rebuild. Oh my god, this is like building everything. Like, just show me the re-render. Create a void function that increments the quantity of the order. Yeah, well, this is with state manipulation. I mean, do I just call set state in here? That oh shit. Hopefully it's not just updating the entirety of the page. If it is, I can't tell. Okay. Well, that's as close as I'm going to get to it. I assume, right? Because I feel like I still need a gesture detector. Because we need an on click. Is there a opaque test, hit test behavior? Hit test behavior. Child widget. Opaque let's see. So gesture detector child make sure it's still working. On tap print search icon comma. Still working. Yeah. Okay. Now I need to know how to make this. That just felt like overly complicated. Maybe this is a hacky solution. I definitely feel like that this is. I mean, if this set state knows which part has changed and is only updating that one, then then we're okay. But that seems like a lot of overhead for just one icon swap on hover. Okay. Okay. I need to see what this flex maybe is. Right. I need to make this flex 2. Let's just see what. Like, I need this bigger. Okay. Good. Let's try 3. Let's try 4. Let's try 6. Feels like it's getting smaller and smaller as we keep going. Let's try 9. Now I don't quite get why. I guess the padding around this, padding. So I think I saw this has a built-in padding maybe. The button sure did. The button did. I guess this doesn't. Size. I feel like the size is pretty uniform. I would like there to be some space here. Let's see. That's the flex of 9. Just give this a flex of 2 maybe. No, 1.2. I mean, it kind of did accomplish what we wanted, but... Oh, wait. Can I not do 1.2? Double. And fuck. 0? I mean, at this point, it might as well be 0. I'm pretty sure it was default. It defaults to 1, maybe? Yeah. It's just, we're just gonna play around. Okay, I mean, that's check. Okay. I mean, you can always wrap something in a padding, right? Ugh. And they're both 0. Does it just look like they're butted up? Yeah, you just want some sort of distinction here. I'm afraid I'm going to have to make padding. 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 Child. Given everything inside and out and edge. Insets only. Right. 5. Don't you forget about me. Don't you forget about me. Yeah. Let's go down to 0. Doesn't get any closer on the left. Down, down. Left 0. No shift. Down, down, down. So I need a little bit more. I like the way that looks. Now this is a little cramped. Dancing, you know it, baby. To take you apart. I put us back together in a heartbeat. Don't you forget about me. Don't. I mean, I wouldn't put the icon there at all, but you know, I'm just mimicking what they have. So this is okay. Now we just need to implement our list. I think I'm going to hard code a value, but we're going to use, we're going to hard code the list builder with the amount. So let's do it. List builder. List view dot builder. La 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 la. Providing a creates a skill linear widgets that are on demand. This constructor is appropriate for list views with large infinite number of children because the builder is called only for those children that are actually visible. Providing a non-null item count improves the ability of the list. Maximum scroll intent. Item builder call right. Be called only with indices greater than or equal to 0. I feel like this is with a context, and what was the example we saw? They're fed context and index, right? Context, index. Yeah. All right. Index. That's what we'll call it. Can't you hear me say, don't throw me away? and there's no way out. I gotta hold you somehow. I wanna touch you. You wanna touch me too. Every day, but all I have is time. No, every way. I think it's probably every way. You wanna touch me too, every way, but no, you. When they set me free, just put your hands on me, because he's in jail. That sucks. That sucks that you're in jail and you can't get touched except by Dirty Harry over there. Not that Dirty Harry, I mean, whatever. Words sometimes just come out. We're just calling the guy in the corner who's dirty and also happens to be named Harry with no relation to the actual Dirty Harry. Uh, Dirty Sally? Dirty. No offense to any Sallys out there. You know, you can't win anymore. Yeah, so you just got to go with it. You know what? Dirty Harry it is. uh, where was I? Wow, that's so distracting. Okay, we have the context, we have an index. We are building our user search widgets. So we need these guys. And we have a list. We needed a list, some sort of list. So where do we get our list from? Required item builder, yeah. We did this before. We did this in Breaking Bad. It's in the Breaking Bad. Let's go look. Because I feel like I definitely you're gonna have a callback. You have to do the fetch from the URL, and whatever you get back as a result ends up in the item builder. And I'm not sure how it gets in there at this point. So we're gonna go back up here. Mr. Bad. Quote screen. So this is our fetch that returns a list of quotes, and then future. Okay, so it's a future builder. That's what we want. That's what we want. Now, why would you use a list builder? Okay, so I guess we use a list view on a future builder. Let's see, what did I end up? I said, yeah, list view builder. Yes, thank you. Okay, that's what we're gonna do. This is exactly what we're doing. Future builder. And our future, we're just going to return a list of these guys that we're going to instantiate. So no, it's not, but it's this, right? So, and now whatever we put in here is irrelevant. It's not actually going to, I mean, it's going to try and load the URLs, and there's going to be a lot of errors on the images unless I make them all my URL. But what all do we have in here? We have name. Oh yeah, they all have defaults. So let's just make like 3 or 4 of these with all defaults. I don't know why I didn't think about that. Can't be assigned to the parameter future dynamic. The argument of type list Okay, what is this? Future list quote. So we have to call this a future dynamic. Future dynamic. Can't be named. Fuck. Really? Because I definitely declared it up here. So... Okay. This is way more complicated than it needs to be. What do you call it? Entry string search? Search. I mean, that's really the variable that it is. So, does this work? I'm sure it's because this doesn't have... Oh my god. Creates for the builder is not... Yes. Okay, so declaring the future results this way seems to have resulted in a usable result, value, whatever. Yeah, our builder is now context. I don't think I use anywhere. And then the snapshot is the... Now why... Build context. Now we had it listed as snapshot, so I mean whatever, that's fine. Snapshot, yeah. There's no return yet. I've got a list of these guys. Ah, fudge. Snapshot.data. Title. Now this is item builder. So does the item builder, yeah, just building this. In that case, it was the JSON of a just you a dunder. Oh, yeah, I might have. Yeah, this. I mean, it's like a known value. Let me hit you up on Slack. I'm looking at some of your other stuff earlier. Sorry, I missed you, man. I'm sorry about that. It's like hard for me to pay much attention when I got music blaring, and I mean that's part of why I like doing it like that. But nice job figuring it out. Text, you had a styling on it. I could. Yeah, cool, man. I appreciate it. I'm trying to remember how the snapshot is actually JSON data that gets parsed and it returns the results in a list. And I'm actually not doing it correctly. I don't think. No, it returns the quotes. So I'm not sure. Or no, quote is just an object. It's not an actual instantiated widget in this regard. So in this scenario, I would have to have a class that would be the widget. So I think if the snapshot is equal to the widget in this case, I could just build the snapshot. Let's see, data. Has data to be true. Yeah, I forgot about that part. If snapshot has data now snapshot data over here is saying I want the index value out of it for the quote. Item count data dot length. Let's see. Item count. This must not be where I did this. This is in the list builder. List view builder. Oh, wait. I never job. What am I doing? I need this in the builder. Context. If it's there, I want the list view builder. Jesus. Okay. Now I'm curious. Okay. What if we just said the builder is going to return regardless list view dot builder and this has the item builder. Context, we just don't use it, so that's why I keep doing it like that. And in this case, it's the index of the data. Yeah, I'll need that. Okay, there we go. That's what I'm getting at. Index. Why doesn't it like that? Undefined name. Does it want context? icon can't be assigned to the parameter function widget function build context int. This view builder item builder. How maybe I haven't finished the statement yet and it's having a fit. Return snapshot dot data index build. No, don't like that. Expression doesn't evaluate to a function. Well, I want it to evaluate to a widget, and then I want to build the widget. And I mean, it seems like it was okay with that. Building, maybe it knows to do that automatically. And get rid of pretty much most of this garbage. Yeah, I have no idea. My expectation is that this would result in 3 user, maybe because they're already instantiated. Yeah, there's an error. Oh, but look, there they are. Okay, index not an inclusive range. Invalid. Okay, so yeah, I don't think I gave it, I meant to give it the range. What is that? It's in the builder. Item count, I think it was. Item count equals snapshot dot data dot length. So yeah. Okay, and we're getting these errors probably because we didn't wrap it into has data. But there's our search results. We limited the builder. Yeah, very nice. And that's pretty much this last part that we were on. Building these results out. Now, of course, this list, I mean, once I get the actual data that we'll be pulling, this implementation may need to change unless I want to instantiate all these values, which, you know, this probably wouldn't be too bad. I think it's having a shit fit because I've forced the data length, so I can go ahead and wrap, like actually force this to be in a has data. Oh, the pic, yeah, okay, hold up, I'll go grab that. Let's see, let me just get this wrapped up the way I want it, and then we'll pull that up. Let's see, it's on here? I can actually, yeah, it's in here on this page. There's my avatar from GitHub. I just grabbed the URL off my profile, and then I'm using it in the network image portion in the circle avatar. It's really just any image, I think. might not be getting the right URL potentially. Like, let me see if I can find one real quick. .com. Profile. Copy image link. Yeah, that's what I got. Now it's did you? I don't know if you saw earlier. Asset folder. Oh, like you threw it in there directly. Okay, well that should work too, I would think. Just referencing it. Although in that case, I think you have to use a different type of. Yeah, I think you have to use a different. I think there's a different type for like a local image. Dude, I don't know. Did you see me do this part where this little blue icon highlights? What a pain in the butt that was, and it's super messy. It's this part, this mouse region. When it enters, it's resetting the icon that's being used. Oh, yeah, you might need to send that in Slack. That's going to be harder. Here, this is what it looks like for me. I'm like, that's pretty. User contain text, da da da. Current account picture, circle avatar, background image, asset image. Yeah, so it should be local, right? Yeah. You said it's not showing up. Are you getting the right folder? I mean, as long as your target's correct, that seems like it would probably be okay. As an asset image is likely what it should be. Okay, fuck. What was I forgot what I was doing. If snapshot has data, that's what I want. And then I need a default return. Return this. Normally return null. Return. Is that possible? I don't think that works. What's the loader? Circular. Of course, it's gonna want const on that. Oh, you know what? I'm gonna grab this whole thing because I want it centered. I don't want it just be floating in the top left corner or something weird. Now, why expected to find that? Oh, yeah, I forgot the closing. Yeah. Okay. Cool. And this need to go. That's right. See if it'll load. No, it's still throwing. Oh, you know what? Oh my God! I just did all that crap. It's these non-images on the network. Ah, monkey trumpet. Yeah, I just did all that crap and like I don't need to do any of it. And I bet as soon as I fix it. Yeah. I liked it better this way because I let the count define, like when there's no snapshot, this should be null, right? Like I don't know if there's an error or not. We're gonna find out. I'm gonna fix all my URLs. So I'm gonna go where my avatar. I'm just gonna make them all my pretty face for the default. Image URL is this guy. Double quote. Okay, so reload. Fuck. Now it's working, but I still get that. Class timer. Patch provider, network image provider. When the exception was thrown, this was the stack. So maybe find was thrown resolving an image codec. Valid arguments. No host specified in URI. Image URL. How could there be no image URL? What in the hell? Like it's clearly working. It's painting something. Oh man, I get to go redo all that crap again. I feel like I should. I'm probably gonna get the same error. Okay, here we are with that. We took care of the URLs, but that's... Oh, you know what? There it is. Yeah, okay. You can hold Shift and R and it'll like restart completely. So now we're at the base page. I go here, I'm gonna go to search. So yeah, I guess it did have some sort of issue with the previous version. I'm curious to see, is it, oh my god. So I'm going to take a look at it one more time, make sure we get the error in case there's something else weird and I needed to hard reload it. Save it. Reload. Hey, it's not there. I think I just needed to restart it. Something was going on, maybe in the way that the default user search thing was done. And I updated it, something there. Shift R, we're just gonna make sure. Boom. Boom. Fuck! Nope. Well, that sucks. Stateful element build. User search result. Future builder list. Null check operator used on a null value. Oh, because of this. Maybe that's the answer. I mean, whether it's, it's questionable whether it exists. You fixed the... Oh, the image. Nice. Yeah, it's still blowing up. Yeah, yeah, you're absolutely welcome. I don't think I did much. I mean, that was all you, bud. I think I might have fixed this with this ternary. Shit. Clear. I gotta wait for this to reload. But basically, instead of wrapping the entire builder in the has data check, just throw that in the ternary for the result. And if it has data, great, use the linked. If not, just it's always zero. Then this won't try to build anything with this. I guess because I've said it's absolutely there. It's 100% available. I think that's when I was getting all the exceptions thrown. So this means I can't use a loader. Like there's no loading widget, but it'll just be a blank page until yeah, it's fucking frigid out there. We went to Rama tonight and that shit was cold. I'm checking on my yeah, oh it's just above freezing. It's just above freezing, so let's see. Snapshot, please don't give me exceptions. Yes, ternary is the answer for sure. Shift R. Yeah, no problems. No problems. You like. Well, how long have I been on it? 2 hours. That's typically my breaking point. Guess I'll drop off of here and we can. If you're still up, I mean, if you're still working, I'm gonna be working a little bit longer. Um, we can jump on Slack, just chat it up. But that's our search screen. Everything is beautiful. Now I could learn how to put. I need to just get the screens. I need to learn how to do content for all the other stuff. But all right, I'm gonna cut this now. Thanks for tuning in, and we'll be coding on. Catch you later.